Put your eyes back in your head.
I felt like flavor. Let me do.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.
Well, 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 well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it has been one hell of a day in free agency as you're here with the Unholy Alliance. And before we kick this show off, Mike, I think you might want to preach something right quick. So as we about to put this band orchestra together, I'm gonna let you go ahead and preach here for a second. So, all right, people, three, two, one.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby, we tried to do it to you, but you didn't want to pull them down, okay? And we do you a favor. You know you all wet with perspiration. You know you want it. Your body's saying yes. Your mind's saying yes. Every part of your being, every fiber of your being is saying, yes, baby, do it to me, do it to me. All you gotta do is just say, hey, baby, we told you so. Oh, baby, Mike, you told you. You told. Okay, Styles, you told me so. Oh, baby, you told. You told. So, baby, it's okay. All you gotta do is just give it a look. Just look in my eyes. Just give me the twinkle. All right? I know what the twinkle means. You know what the twinkle means. The twinkle is, the twinkle does.
Preach on, Reverend. Preach on. Preach on, Reverend.
So just give it to us. Just give it to us next time, okay? Don't try to fight it. Don't try to deny. Don't try. I'm just gonna pass the mic to the left. Oh, no. I'm gonna pass the mic to the bottom to the Mr. Tactician. What do you gotta say, Mr. Tactician? Let the people hear you say, hey, man.
Told you so. Yes, let's bow our heads and say a word for the dearly left the team, Grady Jarrett. He left on a boat with Jericho to the snow. Yes, he's in the ice twice as nice, and he left here without putting up a fight. He said, I'm going up yonder. Yes, he did. I'm gonna miss it. Everybody in the chat, pour out some liquor. I said, pour it out. Pour it out. I said, pour it out. Throw your stars up in the air and your Falcon symbol. Because now it's time to move on. Can I get a move on, brother?
Move on, brother.
There you go, move on. Now, as I step out of this benediction, I want to say, don't pass it to K-Styles, Deacon. I told you so. Junior. Go ahead. I'm stepping out.
Well, as we here at Pescatarian Baptist Church of the AFN crew, as one Mad Mike Sports definitely said he told you so. As we look at the final days of Grady Jarrett and Drew Dalman, and as the final chapter is still here, and Jake Matthews. It is the time of the Phoenix. Now, as we look to 2025, the Phoenix will lead us to the promised land.
Deep into the promised land.
Lord, let the Phoenix stay hard.
Oh, and the Phoenix stay hard, and the Phoenix stay working. No ginseng involved. Thank you, Grady Jarrett, for 10 years of service. But
would you want to turn to the book of Calculations, chapter Samuel, verses 1 through 55?
well, 155 of Samuel said that thou shalt not be attached to said player because this is the logo, and the logo is more important than the individual. Because if one person goes and the thing comes, that means the team must improve.
And can I get a la-di-dee, la-di-da?
La-di-dee, la-di-da.
The NFL commandments: thou shalt not covet the name on the back, only the logo on the front.
Speak it, he can speak it.
And as one Deacon White, as he closes out this sermon, we want to leave this with one simple phrase from Sir Mike, Senator Mad Mike Sports. What are those special words that you tell them? Did you tell them so?
I told you
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
How do
And that was
I say goodbye to what we had? Good times, they made us laugh. What up, fellas?
I ain't gonna see him on the conference taking a bullet for the team no more.
oh man.
Man, what's going on, people? What's going on, people, man? As you have been
Hellbound.
witness to
Yep. Hellbound. Yep.
to the word of Nigalations, chapter 6, speak 97, Grady Jarrett edition. Hey man, this your boy System K live over here, man. As you already know, to the stage left it is Mad
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Yep. Yep. Lucifer in your front yard right now.
I really die.
Sam, you like
and
to
to
be the
my
example setter on here.
and all the way to the left over there, next to him is the tactician, aka the Joker, is in the building.
Oh, the devil is trying to take him out. Oh, good God.
Lord.
Really coach.
And at the bottom of the screen, we got the grumpy OGs over here, man. We got OG Big Sam in the building.
What's happening?
And we got OG Truth in the building.
Father, please give the strength, knowledge, and wisdom, the guidance to be able to successfully go through this without anyone saying one curse word. In your mighty name I pray. In your blessed name I pray. Amen. Okay.
And that was brought to you by Reverend Duron.
All right, man. Like you said, man, we got a lot of people in here, man. So it's after that display from Mad Mike Sports and the Step Tones. We we just gonna sit here and just say we appreciate y'all. But it's like 9,000 of y'all in here already, so we've already done hit the threshold on giving a shout out. So we shout out everybody that say here down, man. So, fellas, it's been one hell of a day. It's been one hell of a day, man. We've seen uh, a multitude of moves that was made at the week beginning free agency, and let's just go ahead and get right into it, man. And for those that are sitting here, Grady Jarrett and Drew Dalman, let me tell you the bad news. And this bad news, y'all better goddamn just look at this and get your thumb out your ass. The niggas is gone. Deal with it.
Biggie dead, Kim. Biggie dead.
They ain't coming back. Ain't
They
no
not
spinner
coming
block.
back.
Ain't no spinner block.
Woo, boy.
Can I say that again for the people in the back?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Please.
Hey,
Them
man,
niggas gone.
thank you for the service. That's it, bro.
Right.
Just thank you for the service. Wait, you will be remembered. Hey, thank you for the service.
It's so hard.
You can look. You can come back and get in the ring at Vonnie now. You hear?
Oh yeah, he definitely ring out on shit. He definitely ring on. I mean, you can't. Hey, bro. Look, at the end of the day, man. Hey, Grady was a pillar of the community, stand up guy, good organizational guy. Hey, high character guy. Second generation player.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Grady Jarrett.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, hey, guess what? Grady, I think we might have sent him into a pretty decent situation. So I mean, it may work out for both sides.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. We wish him well, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as far as this going on here, man, and the crash out crew is in full effect because of the situation. For those that may not have heard, well, y'all mostly all y'all done heard. Drew Dalman, 3 years, 42 million,
Mm-hmm.
28 guaranteed going to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Grady Jarrett, 3 years, 47 million, 30 million guaranteed going to Chicago. In which got a lot of people crashing out big time over this, man. So, Mike, this is your opportunity to kick us off with why we say we told you so.
um, look, I'll just give you the main reason why. Because I mean, See, I'm trying to find a humble bone in my body, and I'm having trouble.
Yeah, bro, you don't need to be
No.
humble. Goddamn.
Ain't no humble. Ain't no
I'm trying.
humble.
And I can't find it. I can't seem to find it
Football,
because
it's a business, man. It's a business.
it's a business, but this is what we try. This is why y'all gotta stop listening to these bitches that say y'all. Oh, we gotta have all the kings men and all the kings horses. That shit is impossible. Okay, That you ain't gonna ever have that. So all this, we gotta have the best and the best, the greatest of the greatest. I think the damn look. You see what the damn Los Angeles Dodgers are doing right now? You think it's fair that everybody, they the only one in the league can spend that damn $10 billion in one fucking off season, and nobody else in the league can do so? And y'all think,
Them
and y'all
motherfuckers,
really
them
think
motherfuckers gave away $1 billion last offseason.
they gave away $1 billion. Y'all sitting up here thinking that it's gonna be that it's possible for the Falcons. No, it's not.
You can't have you can't have $300 million contracts on one team. No, that just ain't happening.
This is what we. So you gotta be okay with being poor. Okay, so y'all ain't never gonna be rich. I hate to say it. I hope it doesn't happen, but I really do hope you become rich. But chances are you gotta be okay, but you not been there and live your best life. And this is what Falcons fans gotta do. You just gotta be content living your best life right now. Okay? We were never going to have all these we were not going to have 4 or 5 different quarterbacks that run 4-2, have a Grady Jarrett, bring in a guy like Miles Garrett, and then have, like, come on. We be asking for too much. It's not going to happen. And here we are thinking exactly what we're talking about. We were going to give up something. We told y'all, in order to get something, you got to give it up. And here we go right now. The two guys, this is what happens. Y'all asked for it. Y'all asked for a black head coach. Y'all got it. And that nigga bought a cracker with him. And that cracker cost us all that goddamn, what? How much money was it? $180 million? $100 million? Y'all asked for it. That black boy bought a cracker with him. And I'm not talking about his family, okay? Just for those that probably thinking I'm taking shots, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that white boy at quarterback that he brought with him. And he caused all types of chaos for this organization because you asked for it. You got to be careful about what you asked for. He brought it, and it's been absolute nightmare ever since you asked for it. You asked for change, you got it. And look what happens. No Grady Jarrett because of that move failed. And we told y'all when Matt Ryan left, before he left, we told y'all better appreciate that man because when he's gone, y'all gonna be right back.
Be careful what you ask for.
This is exactly what you asked for.
Be careful what you ask for.
So that's what I got. That's what I got. Y'all asked for it.
I told you. Careful what you asked for.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Here's the thing. Before Sam goes, let me tell y'all something, man. At the end of the day, before you sit up there and you damn go to beating the dog and kicking your wife, listen. You got to factor in what's more important right now for this organization. And then if you could factor in, come to the conclusion on what's more important right now for the organization, you'll understand why the Falcons did what they did today. You'll understand why the Falcons did what they did yesterday. You'll get it because right now I can already see a possible narrative being pushed, and if that's what you want to do, and you want to push that narrative, have at it. That's fine, but you got to look at it. Hey, look, I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you that I'm all giddy off what happened yesterday and today. No, I ain't. Listen, I'm not throwing no confetti, but I do understand. I can see the big picture. That's all I got.
I will say this. You got what you asked for. Y'all asked for change. We asked for ways to get out of the red and salary cap. This is what we asked for. People talked about the decline in the Grady Jarrett's play. Guess what?
Heard that a lot. I heard that a lot this past season.
They
I heard
they
it a
got
lot.
rid of his motherfucker. They got rid of his ass. So it's no use to hearing a bunch of people bitching and moaning about why they released Grady Jarrett. Hell, you motherfuckers asked for it. And once again, Terry Fontenot gave you exactly what you wanted.
I'm gonna knock y'all upside the head when Sam get done.
All y'all motherfuckers that was complaining about Drew Dalman kept snapping the ball to the left. Hell, I was one of them. Guess what the Falcons did?
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, homegrown GMs, microwave mindset, playing on kindergarten level with the trade restrictions off and the salary cap off.
By the way, Samuel, I want to send out a disclaimer. By no means necessary. This has been endorsed by Man Mike Sports, so I just want to throw that out there. This part of the show was by Man Mike Sports. Okay, I just want to throw that in. I want to throw it out there before you.
Entertainment.
We,
AKA Fruit TV. Sorry.
when you apply the second grade mindset to the business of football, this is what happened. When you apply Madden on Ricky level with no salary cap on and no trade restrictions on, this is what happened. You can build, you know what I'm saying? You spend all your time building super teams like that. But when you turn those things on and you play the game like it is in real life, tell me how long it takes for you to win a Super Bowl and build a team. I'll wait.
Ooh.
Number two, reality. 2 back-to-back years, injuries, missed time, missed games, body on decline. You cannot ignore that. All right. I love Grady Jarrett just as much as the next man, if not more. All right. But the reality is a declining 30-plus-year-old, you know what I'm saying, defensive lineman. And we got 3 bodies behind him that are of the ages of 22 and 23 that we didn't see on the field. One was injured. Yeah, that's the succession plan. People keep talking about, well, we got to have a plan to go. See, this how we know you ain't been paying attention. I've said it time and time again. Y'all do all this complaining about what's wrong with this team, and then each time at the end of that sentence, it's too much talent on the team. Why can't you apply that to this particular situation as well? Shut up. Just shut up. Business of football is reality, ladies and gentlemen. We have no money. And yes, guaranteed money does count against the damn cap. All right? You just put that out there. All right? We're in a situation where somebody made a wish and it came true. Change is here, ladies and gentlemen. Change is hard. Change is hurt. It's like putting your nipple in between a hammer and a nail and swinging it.
Whoa. Ouch.
It's painful.
Well, I just felt that in my marble sack.
That just made my pubic hair hurt.
The last man standing right now from February the 5th, 2017 is Jake Matthews.
I'm glad you said that, cuz now I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off with a blowtorch. Y'all don't miss Grady. Y'all miss the nostalgia. I'm gonna say it again. Y'all don't miss Grady. Y'all miss that 2016 nostalgia. I'm gonna say it one more time. Y'all don't miss Grady. Y'all miss that 2016 nostalgia. Reason being, because people are mad about this young man's career from when he was
newly introduced to the league, when he had that vigor, when he was on a team of veterans that could have won the Super Bowl. See, let's be real. None of y'all cared about Grady Jarrett being on the team or leaving the team because Grady Jarrett did not guarantee a Lombardi. Let me say it again. I'm not taking away from him being one of the greatest Falcons. I'm not taking away from his athleticism, but let's be real. In multitude of games, Grady Jarrett had to be double teamed and triple teamed in order to stop wrecking games. But when he needed help, he didn't get help thereof. Like Sam would say, video documented evidence would prove that this man even had to tell 3 linemen, damn, y'all can't block nobody else. To the tune of they treated this man like crap when he took Brady down and they kept us out of the playoffs. Y'all don't miss Grady Jarrett. Y'all miss his nostalgia. Y'all miss the fact that he's a good guy off the field. He's a cornerstone of the team on the field. But like Mike said, he never once really spoke up for the team if you paid attention. These last couple seasons, that was Jesse Bates. He was the quiet leader. But too many times, and I'm gonna tell you something, you can go back and watch. They asked Grady Jarrett about how he felt about the team, and he basically said, different year, same shit. Y'all don't miss Grady Jarrett.
Oh, I wasn't gonna do it, but you made me do it. Look, Grady Jarrett sat there like a little bitch in heat because he wanted his pay. He wanted to get paid. Okay, let's keep this 100% real. He sat there like a little bitch when asked, what's the problem with this Atlanta Falcons team? He didn't say that Dean Pease, we need Dean Pease, or Dean Pease is the real reason. When asked question, he took the political route. Everything that y'all said y'all wanted in Atlanta Falcons, Grady Jarrett did the complete opposite. And this is what look at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this. Y'all can like it or not. I got some heat, even on my own team for saying this. And I totally understand what I'm saying. Grady Jarrett is everything that we did not like it here, and I fucking grew to absolutely despise. He sat there when the team needed him to say, look, that GM of yours, that bitch need to go. That head coach right there, the motherfucker that don't understand when to use a timeout, that motherfucker there, he fucking up. Grady Jarrett sat there with a smile on he sat there with a frown on his face and looked at every fan in every home game being upset, sick, and tired, and he sat there quiet. He sat there quiet. He didn't speak up for Matt Ryan. He didn't speak up for Julio Jones. He didn't speak up for Roddy White. He didn't speak up for nobody. He sat there and sat. He sat and collected his paycheck. And you wonder why the Atlanta Falcons are in the position that he is right now? Because he looked out for himself.
That part.
Look. At the end of the day, what did he ask for? What did he ask for? He asked for a release.
Yeah.
He asked for a release. When they went to him, say, "Look, let's try to get a deal done." Grady said, "Hell no, I'm good. I ready to go somewhere."
Grady screwed himself.
Let me finish.
Okay.
By no means am I saying he's wrong. He isn't justified. But he was nothing that we wanted. What we wanted after, I'm talking about post 16. Grady Jarrett became everything that we despise as a fan. We didn't want a motherfucker that was going to sit back and tell Thomas Demetriou he doing a good job because he keep giving me checks. He became everything that we looked at, that Kyle Shanahan shit in San Francisco, when he make a dumbass decision, he became that player that sat on his fucking hands and sat on his words while his coach doing dumb shit. He became all of that. Grady Jarrett became everything. And when the media asked him specific questions, he sat there and Kel, what's that company line? What's the company line he came up with?
Same shit, different year.
Same shit, different year.
Yep.
He was a real good boy. Grady Jarrett became a real good boy.
Look, on top
But
of that,
hold on, let me say this. I actually disagree with you on this one. I actually do.
Whoa, wow. Well, damn. What the fuck
I
going
actually
on?
disagree. Now, reason why I'm saying this is think about it, and like you said, you got your points on that, but think about this. When the Falcons were underachieving and a lot of the shit was going wrong, who did they ask to be the main person to speak to the media as far as explaining why the fuck the Falcons were underachieving?
Grady Jarrett.
He just got to a point right now where he like, I am tired, I am sick, and I am tired of having to explain to y'all. And remember, wasn't nobody else on the team was talking to the media as why they were underachieving, but him. He just got sick and tired of like nigga, I can't keep saying the same shit every year. I'm just gone.
You know, the thing about it, I think Mike got some points now. I think, you know what? Can this be a situation where multiple things can be true, or two or more things can be true? Because I don't think. Listen, folks, I don't think nobody up here on this panel has said Grady didn't give a shit about the Falcons. So leave off here with if you thought thinking that, then you must have put your ears in your pocket when it was time to listen. Jake Matthews has extended. He's restructured 6 times. Grady Jarrett, a guy who got drafted a year after Jake Matthews, has restructured twice.
Yep.
These are the last 2 guys that were left from February the 5th, 2017. You feel where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
So that ain't me saying Grady didn't give a damn about the organization. Yeah, it has been time, because I was gonna say that too, Kel. I know it has been times where he has been who they asked, and he's given a straightforward answer. Maybe he probably don't went into the old lottie down what the fuck, cause like Kel said, he probably just tired. So but on the same token, we wouldn't be talking this. And last year, I was so adamant last year. I said, hey man, we weighing. What I said, we weighing Jake Matthews' ass out, bro. I said, come on, Grady, do your thing, and Grady didn't do it. Last year was to do it. If he had did it last year, we wouldn't even be here this year.
But check this out. But check this out, cuz here's the problem, and I said this about Myles Garrett. Grady got the greatness beat out of him because over years, he put his sweat, blood, and tears on this thing to the tune of getting his knee blown out. And at a certain point in time, you love your team until it seems like your team don't love you back. So you start thinking about you. And I want y'all to think about this. He didn't come to this decision by himself. His mama sat him down and said, listen, you came in this league and ended up in the Super Bowl, and what did that get you? You played all these years, had to answer all these questions for all these bum-ass coaches and these dumb-ass decisions, and what did that get you? I sat beside your ass in the hospital while you was healing, while you was watching your team fuck up. What did that get you? You need to take whatever's left of your career and you need to go somewhere else. And I'm saying he got greatness beat out of him. Myles Garrett got greatness beat out of him. They are great players and they settle. What Grady Jarrett did, got tired of settling. Because last year, I believe, in my opinion, broke him. Because we were about to walk in, and our cousin, I'm going to quote something you said. You said if we win these games, we walk into a home playoff game.
Yep.
This was the closest Grady, in his mind, probably thought I'm going to get to being able to get a Lombardi. And when he saw that we had peg leg Kirk Cousins fall apart halfway through the season and Raheem just sit up there and have a Wrigley Spearmint moment, he said, man, give me my money. I can't do this. I'm not about to sit up here and explain nothing for this 4-foot chiclet mouth black ass nigga standing next to me talking about, we gonna get better. Nah. He had greatness beat out of him. He tired, like K Styles said.
That's another thing. Before somebody else make their point, that's another thing, man. I think the Chicago Bears, I'm not saying that they were sold a lot, but Chicago Bear fans, you're not getting 2016 through 2022, 2023 version of Grady Jarrett. Nope. You are getting a football player, but you're not getting that player. And that's something else that a lot of fans got to take into consideration, man. Personally, I'm hurting a little bit because I'm a Grady Jarrett fan. But I also see why this was done, along with looking at the depth chart. Look at the depth chart, y'all. Look at what we've done over the past 2 to 3 years. And look, I mean, to me, it was clear and obvious. Because it may be another that's going to probably shake everything up. I expect 90 to get cut as well. But if you look at what we got some kids down there hungry. We got some boys. We got some dogs that want to eat. Let them young pups, let them young bulls eat. Let them eat. We don't have that over on the offensive side of the football. We don't. All right. So extending Jake Matthews was kind of eccentric. All right. I think the Falcons already had an idea that they was going to lose Drew today. And we got to sign Nutzel or don't be surprised if that number 15 pick ain't what you want it to be. A lot of y'all want it to be. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
It ain't going to be a pick.
If it don't even be a pick and we bump back to get more picks. Because right now, the way we are from a salary cap standpoint, even after, these moves that was made in the last 24 to 48 hours, right now it's at a point where we need bodies. And in order for us to get bodies, we don't have money to get bodies. We're going to need picks.
Right. Mm-hmm. So right now we got the stranglehold in the draft at 15. I told y'all 4 months straight, Terry Fontenot was going to be disrespectful come off season. Now, what y'all not paying attention to is you watching all the teams around us make panic moves. It's the same scenario for when we basically dismantled the Saints. The teams were making panic moves. They paying all these players all this money for what? Most of y'all ain't even gonna be in the playoffs. It's panic moves. What we doing, we sitting back. The reason why we kept Jake Matthews is because you have your franchise quarterback. And this guy he's the truth. They're gonna do everything they can to make sure they help this young man and protect him. So they're gonna get him what he wants because he's the future. You can fudge on the defense because the one problem everybody likes to overlook is this. Our defense wasn't bad. They were out of position 80% of the time. Because when you had Ellis and you had Judon playing their positions, they made impact. When you let Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons do their thing, they had an impact. When you got niggas out of position, this is how you mess up a defense. So I'm hoping that they give Jeff Ulbrich what he needs, especially as far as the linebackers are concerned, to get
to get this comment right quick. Said, shout out to Mrs. Styles for this one. Said, I hate we lost Grady. Not gonna lie, this hurts. But I know this is a business move. I want to thank Grady for his years of great service to us.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Um, like you said, the thing that comes down to this, and I see what's going on. Well, I'm gonna let you chime in on this afterwards. This just goes back to what we talk about, man. We cannot be falling in love with none of these players
Boy,
because at the business
Absolutely
side
not.
of things, like you said, you gotta take your feelings out of it. See, and I saw people talking about the Kirk Cousins thing. Let's be honest with you. The Kirk Cousins contract came from it came from the simple fact that people had Ritter derangement syndrome.
Ooh, Lord.
RDS.
Let me say that again. Ritter derangement syndrome is what brought the Falcons to pay Kirk Cousins that money.
you the fan.
Because the
You
main people
box the
that
Falcons.
are upset about the Kirk Cousins contract was the
Y'all,
main ones screaming for quarterbacks.
Yep.
y'all boxed the Falcons in to make that move.
hmm
Y'all know y'all
Yep.
did.
Y'all the ones
Ritter
perpetuated.
derangement syndrome was a real thing.
Y'all the ones perpetuated perk plus disease. That's your problem. Y'all
There you
wanted
go, per plus disease.
perk plus disease. Y'all couldn't stand that curly head summer gun.
So Raheem made the first obvious thought that he was gonna get a guy that he was familiar with, and that was Kirk Cousins. Once again, I'm gonna say it again. Kirk Cousins was Raheem Morris's guy.
Uh-huh.
And while y'all complaining about Kirk Cousins' contract, thank thank the guy who y'all praising for
Yeah. Make sure y'all give a handshake to Captain Capri.
that. See, the thing is
Well,
all
seeing as
about
how you
the
brought, seeing as
hold
how
on,
you
let me get
brought
this
up Homer
let me
Simpson.
get this let me get this out the way, Seth. So
Uh,
we're talking about Terry disrespecting us. This is the difference between Terry Fontenot and Thomas Dimitrov kept players over. Terry Fontenot got rid of players. Like you said, it's not about loyalty. It's about what have you done. And unfortunately, Grady has not performed up to that level.
Terry Fontenot got us out of Cap Hill twice. Make that make sense. Thomas Dimitrov, all he did was put moose in his head.
but
Mhm.
let me help some of you all that don't quite get it. Yeah, because I've seen this over the last 3 to 5 weeks. Y'all doing all this hate and degradation to the one person in this organization that has actually done their damn job. Let that
Uh-oh.
sink in. Okay? Let that sink in. And you wanna blame him for the one thing that wasn't even his idea. You know, you want 1975 Pittsburgh Steelers results on Take Mobile from Take Mobile movement.
Ouch.
Jesus.
Okay, you know, and then you want you don't want the lasting love. You want that 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? 25 pumps it out and leave you still wanting.
I resemble that remark.
You got Steiny in him for a head coach, and everything that has happened since he got him, but y'all won't hold his ass accountable for it. You don't blame the dark skinned fool that brought Pee Wee Herman in him. You want to have a problem with the one man in this organization that's done their job over the last 4 years. And yet everything that y'all complain about, I said it again, everything that y'all complain about, it always ends with the same sentence. It's too much talent on the team. Okay, you can't have it both ways. It's either we got talent or we don't.
No, OG, he doing his job, but see, he got to do his job how I want him to do his job.
Oh, so you mean to tell me he got to put the thong on sideways and he got to walk the runway? That what you saying?
Let me ask a question. How in the hell you gonna worry about somebody doing their job and you don't do yours?
Well, you know,
that's called
Sam. Sam, let me ask you a question: is chewing gum and wearing capris a career?
I don't work in Midtown, so I can't really answer that.
Oh my God. I'm still laughing at the fact this motherfucker said 25 pumps, nigga. That shit got me rolling, boy.
I mean,
I resemble that remark.
well. How about we give him 2 more? We go 27 and a half.
It still amounts to the same thing. They just want to feel good for a few seconds. Immediately. Not a long-lasting marriage. Not an extended honeymoon.
I would not sit back and let you guys be smirched. Pump, okay? That will not happen on my look. If that thing is hard and it's wet, it's a good day, okay? It don't have to go all the way in, okay? I just want y'all to know that. You will not be smirched the pump. It will not be.
Everybody don't have Al Bundy stamina.
You mean 4 touchdowns in one game in Polk High?
Right. Yeah.
Take a lot to get them touchdowns. Take a lot of humping in the sweat.
See.
It's just the beginning, y'all. That's what's crazy. It's just the beginning.
And here's the worst part about it. The situation is not as bad as these motherfuckers are making it out as an apocalyptic nonsense.
How y'all doing?
It's not.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Will?
I've been quiet. Can I go? Can I go?
Hey, hold on.
Go,
Hold on now. Go ahead, man.
First off, I'm here for the people who don't agree with the fuck everybody's saying. Second off, I hope Grady Jarrett go ball the fuck out in Chicago. I hope he goddamn ball the fuck out. Third, we missed a key point of how our coordinators wasn't using the talent that we got on this team the right way.
Lord,
now, I don't agree. Goddamn.
Hold on.
Hey, can't be quiet for me. I said quiet.
Let him go.
Now, we forget about that the coordinator we had to use the talent that we had the right way for a large part of the season. Now, I don't agree with them guys who saying Terry Fontenot need to be fired. I don't agree with that. I'm just saying all these couple years that this man hit on 80% of what he do. He do it all the time. And one thing he know how to do, he know how to work them numbers. Now, I don't agree with what he did this time right here, releasing Grady Jarrett. I don't agree with that because I feel we could have made that contract. He didn't get a big contract from Chicago. And yes, I do know that the guaranteed money count against the cap, but it count in a different way. How they spread out the money throughout the cap. We could have afforded that man on this salary cap without it hurting us like that. I hear a lot of people refer back to the 2016 season, but what we forget about the 2016 season, we had a perfect balance of veterans and rookies. It wasn't a team of rookies that led us to the Super Bowl. We had some veterans that led that front way too. So then we're gonna have to put all the parts together. You know what I mean? To really be sitting there, I mean, and really tell the whole story. We got to put the whole thing together.
Well, if
And
you
another
telling the
thing,
whole
if we
story, did you
pass,
know Grady asked for a release?
God, dog, bro, can I
We
talk?
talking about the whole story.
Can I talk, bro? Appreciate it. So like
Yes.
when Mike also brought up the part where we need to protect our quarterback. But I fail to see how we're protecting our quarterback and we let the center go and we could have afforded our center. Even if we didn't think that Drew Dalman was that guy, we could have let him hold down the spot until we got the guy groomed who we think would be a succession plan for him. Now we sitting here with our dick in our hand. We ain't got no center.
Hey, Will, I
We
No,
got
we
ain't
two
got
got no
center.
questions.
center.
He's on a
I,
restricted.
hey,
He's on a restricted deal.
no, no.
Hold on, hold on.
I got two questions. I got two questions. Hey, Will, in your opinion, how should we have restructured that contract to make it more affordable for Grady Jarrett? And the second question is, what, in your opinion, should the Falcons do right now as far as the center is concerned? Center position.
Shit, I don't know what they finna do with this center position.
I'm saying
I
in
would have
your
brought.
opinion.
I see how the rumor was going. The rumor was saying he was gonna want 20 million. But when I see this contract, he ain't nowhere near 20 million a year. We could have
Mm.
afforded to bring back that center, who we built up. We built that center up. Now we're pretty much living on a hope and a prayer that we get the next guy that can really come in here and be a staple. We forgot how long it was before we had a stable center before we signed Alex Mack. We was in goddamn hell with a center. We was in hell trying to find a center. Then we got done traded for Alex Mack. He came in and stabilized that line. For a Grady Jarrett purpose, I think he deserved the right to retire fairly. We got to set a standard like we're willing to pay our guy, but they ain't have to pay him, overpay him. We could have got him in at 12 million a year and sit here and grown these guys, bro. That contract wasn't big when he got it. That contract wasn't big at all, bro.
Allow me.
Man,
Allow me.
hold on. Let me let me say this. Let me say this. It may not have been big at that standpoint, but here's the issue that we had. We still don't have enough money to do shit. And unfortunately with Grady Jarrett, one of his contract was one of the biggest issues as far as us trying to get somewhere. Let me say this as well. You drafted five defensive linemen in the last 2 years. They already told you that they already had a quote unquote succession plan for Grady Jarrett. Now,
That's true.
last year
That's true.
we didn't see these guys play like that because they played a lot of the veterans and they relied on the veterans. Now they are at an aspect now where they're going to have to get their bang for their buck. They're going to have to figure out, okay, we got to get these guys playing now. Ruke, Brandon Dorless, Zach Harrison. We got to see Braylon Trice out here. Who knows? They may bring in another defensive player on that front seven. We still try to figure out what they gonna do with David Amiyata. You got a lot of young defensive players here, and like you said, it just gets to a point, and this is where I give Terry Funk no credit. We should have known this. If they were willing to trade Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, and Calvin Ridley in a span of 2 years, bruh,
But the
Grady
thing is,
Jarrett
I
getting cut.
understand those trade. I understand those trade. Matt Ryan wanted to
But
go. Them other two pretty much ran themselves up out of here. Pretty much ran themselves up out of here. But what I'm saying, I don't
I want
feel
to.
that the defensive line is ready
Will
right now for
hold
you
that
to
thought
make
right there,
that
Will.
move right now.
Will,
hold on.
hold
Go
that
ahead,
thought
Will.
right
Go
there,
ahead, Will.
Will. I want to put this part in here. I just want to throw this in here. I want everybody to keep this in mind now, because we all love Grady. I'm hurting as a Grady Jarrett fan. Now there's a lot of Falcons fan, but as a Grady Jarrett fan, Grady, go ahead on and restructure last year, and we're not talking about that this year.
Facts.
But he couldn't. The thing get a big chance. He couldn't restructure his contract. He was on his last year, so it would have to be an extension, which still would have gave. That would have still saved us money. That would have saved us around what $14 million if we got him extended Grady Jarrett. If we would have extended Grady Jarrett, still would have got saved $14 million.
Restructure, extend, tomato. However, whatever he needed to do as a foundational piece to this franchise, go on and do that, bro. So we want you to retire, Falcon. We want to put you in the Ring of Honor. We want to try to wrong. We want to try to right the February 5th, 2017 wrong. We want to try to right that with you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so Jake is already doing his due diligence. He's doing his part. Hey, soon every time they ask Jake for restructure, he's restructure. Boom. He did 6 times.
Grady restructured twice. He restructured his contract twice. So he does stuff for the team. He does stuff for the team. What I really believe, I believe they tried to lowball that man at the table. That's what I really believe. I believe they told Grady Jarrett, we need you to take $8 to $6 million a year, and we can have you back. That's a slap in the face to me.
I don't. But here's the thing.
No, for sure.
But hold on, Travis. But like you said, here's the thing. If that is the question, what was the point of drafting Root and Brandon Dorless? What was the point of drafting those two then? If Grady Jarrett was supposed to be here a long time.
You always have a succession plan, yes. But you also want your succession plan to be groomed properly. And they wasn't groomed properly. They didn't get the opportunity to play because we didn't rotate them guys like we supposed to. That's my point. I don't think he ain't ready to be taking over the mantle right now. Well, like I said on Coach Show, y'all go check that out on Coach Show. I hope we do some good ass coaching. That's what I hope. I hope we do some good ass coaching and get the best out of these guys. Hey, like I say, I would never not be an Atlanta Falcons fan. But yeah, this shit hurt right here. Oh, for sure.
Hey, Will, but let me ask you something. Is any player coming into the league ever ready to play?
So that's the point. They got to be developed, and I don't think they're ready to take that front.
Is any player ever ready to play in the league coming in?
It depends on what your preparation is. It's all depends on preparation. Okay. It always has been.
Okay, this is why I asked that question. You got a succession plan, like you said, right? The problem is, I myself wouldn't put them guys out there anyway because didn't you say earlier Raheem misused them, right? He misused the people. So why would you misuse your succession plan earlier, ahead of time, when your coach don't know what he's doing? That kid, you killing your succession plan trying to put him out there with a coach that don't have an idea how to use the ones he got on the field.
They misused them by not having the proper rotation. That's how they misused them.
He misused them because they were out of position. He misused them because they were out of position. They were out of position. A lot of the positions that we saw, a lot of the fuck ups and hiccups we had is because Raheem had them boys out of position. Like I said earlier, our defense wasn't that bad. They were out of position. Because how many times did we scream?
They were being misused. You
said misuse the rotation. They were out of position.
That's exactly what they didn't play them new guys until 9 games into the season, bro.
Right.
It was 9 games in before they played the new guys like that.
But listen to what I'm saying. You can rotate anybody on the field, but if you misuse that position, that's what hurts them. I can rotate any defensive player out there on the field, but if that player is playing out of position, the rotation won't matter because I'm gonna fuck up any new player in that rotation in that position. So if I put deep tackles out there and they're not in their position, they fucked up. If I put safeties out there and I rotate a new safety in and I've still got him playing out of position, it's still fucked up. Doesn't matter.
It still falls up under misuse, bro.
I
It's
said
still
that.
motherfucking same thing, same definition.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. You got a lot of young players. You're at a point right now where you're going to have to get them young players are going to have to step up, rather Grady Jarrett or not. All this is an issue about us loving Grady Jarrett and being upset that he's gone instead of just looking at this from an aspect of this is a business. When you invest a lot of draft picks in that defensive line, rather
All
you
right, I'm gonna have to
think
go
that
mute
they
real quick. I got to mute real quick. Dropping this load on.
uh, the thing about it is, well, like you said, we have to get out of this notion that we love players and we don't want to see them going nowhere. This is a business, bro. You
I'm
invested 5 to 6 draft picks in the first, second, and third round the last 2 years on defensive linemen. It gets to a point right now where you're going to have to bank on those guys to succeed.
yeah. I
This
mean, I'm glad.
th-
I mean,
this
I'm
is
glad
this,
he's gone.
this this is the business part of the NFL.
Yeah.
We, like you
Mm-hmm.
said, once again, I'm gonna say this again. The only reason why Jake Matthews got restructured because this is Michael Penix's team now, and
Right.
the team is going to go based off of what he wants.
Right.
I'm
And I,
I'm I'm gonna quote the Michael right here. You take your emotions out of trying to make a logical decision and observation, and use your brain and look at the reality of the aspect. I mean, you will understand legitimately. Mike explained. Mike rolled it all the way out on the red carpet of Grady Jarrett's entire situation
yeah.
and predicament. If Grady wanted to be here, he'd be here. Think about
Mm-hmm.
something. We cut him this morning, this afternoon. He has a new contract in Chicago. Come on now, let that sink in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If he wanted to be here,
He will be here.
if he wanted to be here, he would not have asked for a release.
Hey Sam, and I'm gonna piggyback off of that. I'm glad Grady is gone because if you look
I
at it in
don't
the
agree.
grand scope of things,
I don't agree with that. Oh,
if you listen to the grand scheme of things, we wasted his career.
I don't agree with that statement you just said, Sam, about if he wanted to be here, he would have been here. I don't agree with that. Ain't nobody finna
Hold
sit
on,
here
hold
and
on, hold
take
on, hold on,
$6
hold on.
million a year and not been here and put
But
all
the
the
thing,
time in.
But that the
the
actual numbers.
reason why Sam said that is to, if we're talking about lowballing him, and that was one of the statements that you said. If he understood, okay, they want to go with the younger guys. If he wanted to be here, he took that. He didn't want to take that, so he got the hell on.
I
Like I
wouldn't have
said,
took
once
that. I
again,
wouldn't have took that shit.
exactly. So if you didn't agree with it and you said you wouldn't have took it, I mean, like I said, you the last 2 to 3 drafts, you have 6 investment picks on your defensive line and pass rushes.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you're going to have to see what they're doing. Like you said, the reality of the defense now, Jesse Bates is the lone captain of this defense.
Absolutely.
The secondary is going to be the face of this defense now. We're going to be waiting on, we're going to let these young guys, the Rooks, the Brandon Dorlisons, the Braylon Trices, Zach Harrisons, they're going to have to step up now. This is why you drafted them within the first 2, 3 rounds, because for this moment, see, if you keep a Grady Jarrett for long term and then you hold one of these guys back from not getting necessary playing time, are you getting the full, or is the guy going to get full playing time and get that
All
full
right, I'm
time to
back.
develop if he don't play?
But a
Let
3 year extension is not long term.
Of course it is. Let me say this. Of course it is.
Look. I'm gonna say it like
I'm saying, what's funny? A 3 year
bro.
sentence is not a long time.
Will, hold on. Will,
Let
this
me
is exactly what I'm talking about. We're so much of a fan of Grady Jarrett that we cannot accept the fact that this guy wanted out.
He did want out. He
The
wanted out
thing
2 years
about it
ago.
is hold on, Mike. Hold on. Bruh, whether we love Grady or not, the nigga gone, bruh. We got to deal with it.
Hey, we know that. I know he gone. We having a conversation about it.
But no, that's
Right though, what I'm saying, I wouldn't have wanted $6 million out to put that much in what I've been putting in. $6 million is a slap in the face, bro. Come on, man. Let's be real with it, bro. You ain't finna go with no Allen. You ain't finna go to Allen and offer him $6 million.
But let me ask you this.
So hold on.
You ain't finna go to Williams. You ain't gonna go to Williams and offer him $6 million.
Basically, if you're saying they offered him 6 to 8 million, if you got 6 to 8 million and you say the slap in the face and he gone, so what the hell is the complaint about him being gone? If that was the offer,
The whole point is from when it started with Coach Show, I said we could have afforded that contract. We could have afforded that contract. What Chicago gave him, we could have afforded it. He would have came in a little bit lower than what Chicago gave him. Chicago they showed like they appreciate what he's worth. And we did. That's point blank. That's point blank.
Let him go.
Stop, Kill. Stop. Because keep getting into what we keep talking about. Let me ask you a question. Is that what you want? That's what you would have done.
Say what?
Grady don't give a fuck about what you wanted to do, and Grady don't. Hold on, listen. I need everybody to listen to what we're saying. That's about what you want to happen. Grady didn't want that to happen, and the Atlanta Falcons didn't want it to happen. This is what we getting right back to.
So you saying Grady didn't want to come back here for $12 million a year? That's what you saying?
Of course he didn't. All right. Let me ask you a simple question. Hold on. Let me ask you a simple question. If Sam said he got $21 for you, I say I got $20 for you. Where you going?
Shit, I ain't going nowhere for no $21 or no $20.
Look, that's the point. Look, stop, bro. Stop. Okay.
What are you saying? Explain to me what are you saying?
I need you to listen. If you shut up, you will listen. You will understand what I'm saying. The point is, if Brady wanted to be here, he would be here. No amount of money is going to put him here if he wants to be here. If somebody that's a
lie, Mike. All due respect, bro.
No, it's
that's
not.
A lie. That's a lie, bro. Ain't nobody there finna come in for just any type of money, bro. They still want to look like they want to be respected, bro.
If that's the case, Jesse Bates wouldn't have come here.
Stop it. Hold on. Wait. I need everybody in their feelings about this. We keep talking.
Look, I'm having a conversation. With y'all. Why is it always when I say what I got to say, I'm in my feelings? I sit back and listen to everybody, bro. I sit back and listen to everybody.
Well, listen. You're not answering simple questions. Of course you're in your feelings. If I have a better job for you and you are content and you're happy with the job that you absolutely love every aspect of that job, every aspect. If you love that job, no amount of money is going to say, all right, bro. Why? Because you're happy. You're content. You love that. It's like loving a girl, loving a man, whatever. If you love that person and some girl say, hey, look, I give you $1 million, you sleep with me. And then you saying that to a girl that you absolutely love and you love somebody, You gonna look that person and say, "Hey, girl, let me go over here and get that $2 million." She gonna be looking at you like, "No, if you really love me, you gonna be doing no shit like that, right?" So let's keep it real. If he wanted to be here, no amount of money would say, "All right, let me go there and hold myself for the Bears for a year," because it may not work out there, just like it's here. We've seen it. We've seen players come here, the Dante Fowlers, the Ray Edwards. We've seen this time and time again. So that's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that it's a word. So again, we're getting back to the true matter of things. Because we're so infatuated, and we're so caught up in love and our affection for Grady throughout the years that we're not using common sense when it comes down to things. If you wanted to be here, if you cared about somebody, no amount of negotiations would make you turn on that person in any type of way, shape, or fashion. No amount. So let's keep that real. If you wanted to be a Georgia Bulldog, Alabama calling you is not going to do shit. Why? Because I'm a dog at heart. If I'm a Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket, if somebody came up, look, I had my life set on becoming a Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. Nobody, no amount of recruitment ever, nothing would get me out of that. Why? Because I had my heart set on becoming a Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket or whatever the hell the case may be. So if he wanted to be here, he would be here. If the Falcons wanted him to be here, if the Falcons wanted him to be here, he would be here. So this is a clear representation of both parties just wanting to move on. Yeah. Let's keep this real. The Falcons, if they wanted Grady, they would have gave him the money, like you said. If Grady wanted to be here, he wouldn't have went to Chicago, and it hasn't even been a day. It ain't been a
It was 3 hours. It was literally 3 hours later.
It's like this. That's like saying Jesse Bates took a slap to the face for coming to the Falcons versus leaving Cincinnati when they were a past Super Bowl team. He didn't get a lot of money for coming here, but he wanted to come here. He wanted to play.
And that's what it comes down to. So we're not, like I'm saying, how you would do things. Maybe you saying whatever is $21, $20, whatever the case may be. You probably ain't gonna move, but somebody that needs that extra $1 a month, they gonna be looking at me like, shit. Look, he gave me more over here. What you got over here? You gonna give me? Can you give me 21? Because he said he gonna give me 21. That person might be that person be like, yeah, I'm gonna take that. Fuck a loyalty. I want that extra $1.
You can't disrespect somebody that wants out of something. Exactly. You can't lowball or disrespect somebody that wants out of something, because at that point in time, your offer doesn't matter.
Look at it like this. Look at it like this. But like you said, before today, the Atlanta Falcons was barely over $2 million. They was barely under the cap at $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago's salary cap was right around 70, 80 something million.
Wow.
So if we have a GM who is known to kind of be a cap guy, you're not going to try to overpay a Grady Jarrett, especially if you have invested. And I'm gonna say it again: you have invested 3, 4, 5, 6 defensive linemen with draft picks the last 2 years. Dude got cut. I found out that motherfucker got cut about 10:30 this morning. That motherfucker had a new team at 12.
Yep.
Both wanted it, y'all. Both teams wanted this. This is what we getting to. So there's no disrespect, no slight Grady at all. Grady wanted to move on, and the Falcons wanted to move on. If they wanted him, they would have never let him get to this position.
Right.
And even if they wanted him, Grady didn't have to accept. You know,
They could have offered him. They could have offered him the money that you say he deserved. He probably turned that down too. The thing that comes down to this is what we're looking at is they had to move on one way or another. This is why a lot of people really don't like Terry Fontenot right now. Is because of the guys that we grew attached to this franchise.
It makes
They got rid of.
Yeah,
That's it.
it makes their job that much harder because of our emotional ties to them. We have emotional ties to Grady. Why? Because of his father. Why? Because of his work in 16 throughout the years. We have an emotional tie to these guys. So it makes these things difficult. So you got to bring in people that is, look, like keep it real. They qualify for this job. Not everybody qualifies to handle these types of things.
And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Grady wasn't going to promise us no Super Bowl ring. He wasn't.
Him being here for 13 years didn't promise us a Super Bowl. So what the hell? Look, my thing is, who the fuck cares about Grady Jarrett when you got 52 other people on the roster? Hey,
I'm gonna add something to that.
Look, I think more than if any team knows this, the Kansas City Chiefs know it this year. One player wasn't gonna make the difference, especially with that offensive line. One player wouldn't have made the difference.
Nope.
They all played like crap. One player gonna make the difference. So I understand everybody's frustration. I really do. And it does feel like the Falcons, man, they disrespected Grady. But at the end of the day, what if both parties wanted this? We just they both just needed to change the scenery. And that's quite possible.
I'm gonna point out something real quick. We Mike and Juan have both made the point about being in a situation to win. We know this whole situation is about money. If Grady was about winning, he'd be going to a contender.
Yep.
Is Chicago ready to be a playoff team right now?
Hell no.
This whole synopsis right here with Grady Jarrett is about some coins. He went where he could get the money that he wanted.
Yep.
It ain't had nothing to do with winning, wanting the chip or none of that. Because if it was about that, he'd have been looking at Philly, he'd have been looking at Kansas City, he'd have been looking at Buffalo.
Yep.
Okay, but he went to Chicago.
40 million.
Let that sink in. Let that sink in. He went to Chicago. So that right there tells you what his mindset was. And we got to be realistic. We got to look at the reality of the situation.
And the thing about it is, there's no issue about players chasing their damn coin.
Absolutely.
And us, like you said, we have to get out this notion of our favorite players are untouchable. That's bullshit. Like I said, yes, we haven't had the wins and stuff under Terry Fontenot as we had under Thomas Dimitrov. Yes, that is true. But you also have to remember at that point in time, from 2018 all the way to 2020, 2017 to 2020 or 2021, if I got my numbers right. Thomas Dimitrov's biggest issue was they were overpaying players that stayed there welcome or overpaying fan favorites. And the team wasn't getting anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, The thing about it is, y'all said y'all want culture change. The first thing about culture is you have to build one. You're not building a culture with Grady Jarrett,
Nope.
especially if you're going into a new era, new regime. You got to find your own stars.
It's already been established with Grady Jarrett. No coaching to establish. Is already he is what he is at this point.
Right.
Hmm.
And
He,
and
he
let me ask you a question. I got a question for everybody. Because the thing is, it's like, this is just my opinion, but do you guys think that was a bad contract? Because for me, the definition of a bad contract is when you look at the contract and you look at what that player is giving you for that particular the numbers that you're giving with that particular contract. So for me, if I'm paying a guy $15+ million on the D line and he's not giving me 8 sacks, he's not even giving me 8 sacks. Is that a bad contract or a good contract? We just talking about his numbers, just looking at his numbers. Okay, this numbers just for the numbers' sake.
Now, if you're looking at the numbers aspect, that's gonna look like a bad contract.
So for a third round for Judon, even though he gave us 5.5 sacks, do y'all think Grady Jarrett's contract, his the numbers he was putting up with what he was being paid? Do y'all think it was a bad contract? Because I personally do.
Like I said, if you're looking at the aspect of and it's crazy as hell because we ain't even talked about you, Dalman, yet, but we say that for another show. But if you're looking at the 20 million that he was making, and you was looking at him averaging 2 sacks a season, that's going to look like a bad contract right there in itself.
okay.
So you think is Terry Fontenot's job to keep bad contracts or do something about the bad contracts?
Now you
You're
got
gonna have to do something about it.
right. You gotta get the contract straight because once again, and I'm gonna say it again, this is the same man that got us out of cap hell twice in less than 10 years. He got us out of cap hell twice in less than 10 years. In order for the team to have some money to operate with.
Okay. Let me get this right quick. It says only 28 guarantees, so it's basically 9 million a year. Guess what? You only had $9 million going into the day.
Yeah.
So how the fuck are you gonna pay for your draft class if you ain't
got
got no goddamn money?
You got 9 million. You sent your player to a team that had over 40 million in their cap. 940. Ain't even close.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you're gonna be able to make a contract for Grady and pay for this class and get guys in free agency?
Somebody got to go. Somebody has
Ain't
to
that
go.
much duct tape in the world.
And the thing about it too, it's another couple moves that I have a feeling that's about to be made that fans are not going to love, but they ain't got a damn choice. So if you hear anything about Tyler Algier, do not be damn surprised.
Mooney. Those
Yeah.
guys.
Or Darnell Mooney. Do not be surprised.
Because it's what Junebug wants, not what we want.
Because this is Junebug's team now.
Because
He's got to say.
Contracts coming up right now. We don't know if Tyler Algier or Darnell Mooney is going to be the same for Michael Penix that he was with.
Oh, I knew Tyler Algier was coming up. I knew it was coming.
I mean, we talked about
They're going to be a passing team. Like you said, it's gonna like you said, they still got to make moves because bro, they don't have money like that.
Yeah.
Falcons don't have that much money. This ain't like 2022, 2023, where we was 45, $50 million in the black, bro. We barely scraping over the threshold right now.
Mm-hmm. And, and
So
and it is and it is no guarantee that we gonna get rid of Kirk Cousins. It ain't no guarantee.
Necessary like cuts like this with Grady were going to necessarily have to be made in order for you to get to because where the Falcons sit right now, they need at least $8 to $9 million to pay for their draft class.
So basically, we just got the $9 million.
We got
for the
$9 million
draft.
worth of cap space right now. We barely got enough money just to hold off for the draft.
After what they did today, everybody up for grabs. I don't put shit past them right now. Like I said, I ain't finna hurt my head trying to figure out what they finna do next.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on, go ahead and say that again, Will.
I said about what they did today, everybody up for grabs. I ain't finna sit here and try to guess what they finna do next. Whatever they do, they do.
Yeah, but like you said, when it comes down to this move right here in particular, like you said, when you're barely over the threshold like this, whether we like it or not, it was going to be bound to happen. You ain't like I said, if the Falcons, like I said, if this was a situation where the Falcons was like a surplus of like 25, $30 million in the black, they may work something with Grady. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to the Kirk Cousins contract bit them in the ass more than they fucking realized it. It's
Nah, I agree.
that's all this shit. That's all it just comes down to.
They had to sacrifice Grady Jarrett because of their contract. I don't think
Like
they had
you,
plans on doing it. I think they really wanted, but with this and now, like
Mhm.
now the thing we looking at now is like, all right, since Grady is no longer here, are we really comfortable with Raheem being the head coach? Because look, let's keep it real. That's his boy. He brought in Kirk Cousins.
Mhm.
If we don't find anyone, this is not a good look for him. This not a good look. Grady being gone is not a good look for him because he
Nope.
tried to sell us. He tried to sell us all year about Grady Jarrett being the model guy and the perfect model of what we're trying to build around here. So if the guy that you're trying to build around of is gone, what a fuck is the building?
Grady Jarrett being let out of here lets me know one thing. Raheem absolutely has no control over this damn team.
He don't know what he have that
Absolutely
right there.
none.
This is not a good sign for Raheem. This is not.
This is Terry's team and this is Junebug's team. And the sad thing is, you bring in Jeff Ulbrich to solve your linebacker problem when you simply just had to keep people in their position. So now you not only got to make sure you get him his guys so he can be successful. You got to make sure you get your quarterback's guys so he can be successful.
So I know we about to get up on out of here, but I will say this right now. Based on how these moves work, because like you said, we got a whole month until the NFL draft comes around. They may be waiting until day 3, where you have a lot of players that's gonna be going for the cheap. But it just goes back to the possibility that when this NFL draft comes, do not be surprised if they go offense. Why?
Mhm.
Because this is Michael Penix's team now. He's the sole leader now. And it's going to be all up to him on where this team goes in this offseason. So we're going to let everybody get their final words out before we get up on out of here, man. Well, go ahead, man. Go ahead, kick us off, man. What's the final take for the night?
What you said?
I said, what's your final take for the night? We about to
Oh
get up
shit,
on out of here.
I did mine today. Shit, I did enough on coaching coming in here later. So just, hey, Will the George Reaper on everything.
All right, Sam, what you got, man?
Woo! It is going to be an interesting journey. Trice, Harrison, Rue, Bertrand, that's the core. And just on some plain old shit, I have no faith in Uncle Jesse.
They call that man Uncle Jesse.
Absolutely none.
Absolutely.
They ain't worth the dance. All right, Juan, what you got, man?
Let the disrespectful free agency and draft continue. I'm loving it.
All right, Mike, what you got, man?
Hey, man. I appreciate everybody. Like I said, man, at the end of the day, it just calm down. You just gotta look. It's over. It's done. I am over this entire situation, and I'm talking about reliving or trying to relive the 2016 Atlanta Falcons. We need to bury it, and we need to bury every parts of it. And I mean every part. I don't need no remnants of anything. If that bitch even utter two, she getting smacked. Okay? That's where I'm at right now. Don't even say 2, don't even say 20, don't even say 16 around me. I want that bitch dead and buried, okay? It needs to go. Everybody who's ever had any parts of it needs to go.
not dead, gone.
He need to be the first one gone, okay? He need to be the first one gone.
I second that.
None of this is a surprise to me. Not all of this is happening right now. There's no surprise to me whatsoever. This is what happened when fans become a part of the off-season process and bringing in players. When we start listening to players, all right, when we start listening to players, this is exactly when we start listening to when we start listening to fans, and that means me, us, and everybody else. This is exactly what we get. The Grady Jarretts of the world end up going. Why? Because we're trying to appease every aspect. Well, no, man, we need to build a defense. No, man, we need to build an offense. No, man, we need a black quarterback. No, we need another Matt Ryan. No, we need another Michael Turner. When we start doing things like that, instead of listening and building a team the way it needs to be built, the way it's always been built, this is exactly what we get. So when we sing this little song, oh, I'm bragging. Oh, you get that? Man, Mike loves to brag. Okay, believe me, I love bragging. I love being right. I'm right about 95% of the year. Okay, about 5% that I'm wrong about shit. But I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. But at the end of the day, it's like we gotta stop. Let these guys build a team the proper way. A way. Because at the end of the day, we don't run shit. We don't run a damn thing. And right now, this is Junebug team, and we need to allow them to build the team properly because we saw that they are capable of building the team around a quarterback. They did it with an old guy like Chris Chandler. They did it with Matt Ryan. They did it with Vic. So the Falcons know how to build a team around a quarterback. So, like at the end of the day, let's just give them an opportunity to build around because this is officially Junebug's thing. Let them give it opportunity. So that's all I got to say about that. I appreciate everybody for joining us, man. We wasn't gonna go live, but hey, man, everybody asked for it, and Unholy Alliance, Atlanta Falcon Nation, we try to give every person everything they ask for. You ask for it, we try to accommodate everything. So got the wrestling coming up soon. Will, you got something coming tomorrow?
No, tomorrow Tuesday.
Oh, what the hell today is? Why the hell I
It's
think
Monday, bro. What the hell? Don't tell me that they like that hour up the messed everybody up.
Yeah, that hour and a half up. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they. But Coach got this $10. Let's see where it goes. Look, Grady. Now move on. Hey, man, that's it. Man, just got to get comfortable with change, man. Like change ain't good. I mean, change is good, but not everybody love it.
Who knows? Who knows? This may have been the best thing they could have did right here. Based on if Root is the guy that we think he is, this possibly may have been the best move they could have done. So, hey, the way we're gonna find out is see next season roll around. So, hey man, we're gonna give y'all evenings back. I'm about to go get me something to eat my damn self.
I'm already hell right now. Good God Almighty.
So we out here, y'all.
Yes,
Deuces.
I told y'all, Bad Mike told you, time and time again.